Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Halloween special with the members of the Waffle House. We find ourselves on a dark and stormy night of Halloween, where the game is changing to Call of Cthulhu. I will pick the party up where you begin. Neon lights flicker on rain-streaked glass. Maggie's diner smells of burnt coffee and bacon fat. You can see there are a handful of regulars occupying chrome stools. An older woman is topping up coffee. On your table, you see a long-haul trucker hunched over an atlas and a bony man in a dusty suit handing out tracts. In front of you in the window, a white Ford Bronco noses in, and you see that there is a weathered man in a hat stepping outside. As you sit around the table, you look at your fellow volunteers, and in the nature of being as part of a group, you decide to give a quick introduction about yourselves. I'll start with Archibald.
Well, hello everybody. I'm Archibald Fibblepen III. I pleased to meet you. I am a young man. Got a bit of acne on my face, big glasses, and I'm wearing a tweed suit with a bow tie. And you can see, just peeking out to the top of my pocket, there is a little rodent head. That's my Archimedes. He's my bestest friend. I'm here because Mummy said I had to come. I really didn't want to do this, so we can call it off now if you want. But Mummy said I have to go, otherwise she will throw away all my Star Trek models, which would be very unfair. That's me. And you must be Daly.
Hi.
We have corresponded.
Yes, I'm very glad to meet you in person. You're exactly what I expected.
You're okay. He takes his glasses off and he just sort of just wipes them on a handkerchief and looks at him, and he just sort of peers slightly closer at you. You can see he's got a bit of a priapism. Yes. Well, nice to meet you. And he sits down, and he takes a rat out of his pocket and he starts feeding it peanuts.
Jack, in your time, you've known a fair few things about rats. As you sit at the table, your beard sort of brushing the edge of the table, what do the others see when they look at you?
They see quite a dishevelled middle-aged man. Very long beard, hair sort of messily kept back in a bandana and ponytail. Clothes, designed for the outdoors, very well equipped in all things considered for this time of year and weather, but clearly has been worn for many, many seasons. He's quite quiet. Unfortunately, stinks not too badly of alcohol. He's cleaned himself off a bit, but you can still smell that it's a man who enjoys the finer things in life, such as spirits, maybe not for the right reasons.
I'll go with you next, Theo, please.
Sorry, I had myself muted. Carl's coughing fit. Theo is a young man, well built. He's very much looks like he doesn't want to be there. You think he's probably been coerced, and in fact he has. His father had basically said to him that, fair enough, your big break didn't come after high school where you thought you'd be a football star, but you still need to get a job and do something constructive and useful with your life. And if you're not going to do that, the least you can do is volunteer, otherwise you're getting kicked out. And that is very much on his face.
Very good. And then I'll do.
Sorry, were we meant to confirm why we were here? Because I haven't done that.
No. For reasons up to you. You either were coerced or willingly chose to meet here as the welcome brief invited.
Yeah,
you to.
Jack was basically let's say given two options: get arrested because he's been camping there for several weeks illegally, or to volunteer for this week, and that will pay the debts, and then he has to leave after the weekend.
Excellent. And then, last but not least, I'll go for yourself, Balin.
Yep. He's a young to middle-aged guy. He's an engineer. He was down south working in Texas, but he's now finished that role and heading back up towards Alabama, where he's from. But yeah, he's an engineer.
He's coming a very roundabout route to get to Alabama.
Yeah. He travels around getting whatever work there is.
That's very good. So as you
And Daly has to introduce herself too. Sorry.
Then I miss you, Daly. Apologies.
Well, she kind of said hi earlier. But yes, Daly's there. As advised, she is wearing her outdoor wear, so she's a late 20s young lady, very, very bubbly and talkative. And you obviously know her from the Daily Show, because everyone watches that. Big deal. And all of you get to be a part of this, because she's going to be creating content while we're here. And yeah, she's wrapped up warm, but it's a little bit like Ali G in the house, you know, where they all turn up in their camouflage, it's all bright colours. It's a little bit like that. A lot of it isn't really fit for purpose, but she thinks she looks amazing.
Excellent. So as you're making light conversation and sort of chatting around the table, you can see that there is a jingle at the door. As you can see, a man in a national park uniform steps in. Polyester shirt, green tie. You can see a large round hat on the top of his head. We can see the Ironbark National Park emblazoned on the top. And he sort of looks around at the moment, sort of giving a couple of eyes up to the regulars and smiling at Maggie before he sees the group of you sitting at your table. He takes a few steps over and sort of puts his hands on either side of your table and goes, howdy there, you guys must be the volunteer group. I'm Miles Braddock, leader of the park rangers in this park. I've got a few moments and things to take care of. I need to take a massive dump. But once I'm done with that, we'll be heading in my truck and we'll be taking you over to Pine Hollow. And then from there, I'll be handing you over on a short hike up to meet with Mr. Delaney, who will be covering your introduction to the park ranger life.
Well, pleased to meet you. I'm Archibald Tripplepen III. Very nice to meet you. Do you know dump is a vernacular for going to the toilet?
Oh, yes, I did, son. It's a common word around here.
Oh, is it? That's very interesting. Very nice to meet you. Do we need to go for a dump as well?
The drive's going to be a good hour or so, if you haven't made use of the crapper yet, it's a good time to do so before we go.
Do you know crap actually was named after Thomas Crapper, who was invented the water closet?
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Rest of you, this is a good chance to take care of any last business. It's going to be a long ride before we get there.
Hi, do I have to go in your truck or can I take my car? And she points out the window and this lovely bright pink Beetle.
I'm afraid not. If you remember, as part of the agreement signed here, that only registered vehicles are allowed down the trails inside Ironbark Park. So your car will be safe here. Maggie will take good care of it while you're gone.
Okay, well, I'll let you know exactly what temperature to set yours to once I'm in there.
You see Jack mutter underneath his breath, I fucking hate kids.
Well, really, we're not kids. Kids are the youngsters of goats who are of the tribes that you see around the mountains around here. We are actually young adults, and by definition are not kids or even children.
Anyone who's got skill in psychology, can you just make me a roll, please?
Oh, I actually have that. Dear God. Normal roll. Pow! Oh.
That's great failure. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just Archibald seems to be awfully intrigued about a number of items, and it's starting to hurt your ears.
So something's starting to hurt my ears. Oh. Ooh, someone must be... there must be a bit of a strange frequency. Yes, this can happen.
does it. So with that, you can see that Braddock just makes his way through and just with a shove of the hand just knocks the toilet stalls open and takes a step inside. And you can take care of any last business you want before you make your way into the national park itself.
So Archibald goes to the toilet, opens a door, takes one look inside, and turns round and comes out again.
No description is needed. That tells the story in and of itself.
As Jack makes his way to wait outside, is there any anyone left any packets of cigarettes lying around that maybe you can grab on the way?
Can you roll me a spot hidden check?
Yeah, if it'll let me do it. Why is it not rolling? I'm clicking it. It's not doing anything. Oh. Anyone else having issues rolling there? Oh, sorry. It's because there's a macro option below. I didn't realise it gives me just as a normal. Yeah.
Yeah, just a regular one.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunately not, no. So as you're making your way through, you sort of lift up bits of cardboard and just bits on the side, but there's just nothing you can see. No cigarettes around, unfortunately.
It's going to be a long weekend with this lot.
I'll say with a 79, you managed to find a halfway burnt down cigarette, which has got maybe a tiny stub left if you were desperate enough.
Oh, he'll pocket that for later as an emergency.
Excellent.
Is it okay to fill up my flask with some coffee, please?
Yeah, indeed. In fact, Maggie, who's been looking after a lot of you, is more than delighted to fill up your thermos with a full, fresh cup of coffee on the inside.
And that's a copy Levac, is it?
This is just your standard Americano, hun.
Oh.
It's a cup of Joe.
I don't like coffee. Do you have any hot chocolate?
Let me check in the back, hun, see what we got.
Thank you.
She returns after a couple of minutes. You can see that you've sort of got a mug of sort of chocolate powder, sort of whisked up in hot water, but none of it's really clung together. So you just end up with little spots floating on the top of just hot boiling water.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam Maggie. Very generous.
You're welcome, hon.
And he takes a sip, and just surreptitiously just spits it out into a handkerchief.
Which one of us is going to be murdered first?
For you, Delaney, if you just note down that you've got a thermos of coffee,
yeah, certainly.
You get the feeling that might come in handy.
Excellent. All right, noted.
And I've got a cup of cold hot chocolate. Was it mud?
Well, I was about to say, it's hot water and congealed chocolate powder on the top of it.
It's chewable.
And he puts it in his thermos flask. And he goes, okay, well, I'm sure we can have that later. Thank you very much, Mrs. Maggie. And he goes to his rucksack, which is about the size of him. And he's completely got the wrong clothes for this. He's wearing corduroy trousers and a tweed top, a sort of galosh Macintosh type thing, and this huge rucksack, which he struggles to pick up. He's quite weedy. He's average size, but very weedy, and he really struggles to pick it up, but manages to get it onto his shoulders. Right, let's go.
And with that, you see that Miles Braddock, the park ranger, sort of opens the door with a clatter again. And you can see that he's got a piece of toilet paper stuck to the bottom of his boot. And he bids Maggie farewell and notes a couple of regulars. Going, all right, campers, if you hop in my truck, we'll get you on your way. Looks as though the weather might have improved by the time we get there.
Sorry, what was the ranger's name?
Miles Braddock.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Mr.
What's the name of the
Braddock.
person we've seen? Sorry. What's the name of the guy that we're going to see at the top of the?
So you are seeing Elias Delaney. He is the main ranger in charge of looking after the volunteers. So you're traveling up to the cabin for a weekend's induction and training on fire watch and park management.
Okay.
Okay.
So I just follow the Miles Braddock out.
That's it. So as you step into the car, it's a bit cramped in here. This is a big park ranger vehicle, but with the 5 of you in here, it's a bit of a squeeze, particularly with Archibald's bag as well, which he insists on having in the front with him. And as you get in, the truck ignites and you start heading down the road. Initially, the highway goes, and you start to see that the city lights and the lights of the town start to disappear outside, as suddenly it starts to get very dark now as you look into the thickets of thick forests with the occasional clearing in between. The street lights have now long gone, and you just look as the stream of rain pours past the window, as the gradual signs of civilization start to disappear into the distance. Over a sharp turn, Miles turns onto a country lane. You're bumping around in the seat. The suspension of this old Ford is just barely managing to keep the truck stable as you all jiggle and bounce around in the back until another half an hour later you come to what looks like a series of shipping containers which have been converted into makeshift accommodation. As you see that there is a large divider and a chain link gate which you stop outside the front of. Smart Braddock steps out of the car. All right, here we are. Now, we've taken a short drive up here to Pine Hollow. Now, there's a short hike, just about 2 miles, to get to Cabin Echo. That's where Alas will be waiting for you. Shouldn't be anything too dangerous this time of year. Most of the bears be out in hibernation at this point, and it might be the danger of the occasional bobcat. My advice, stick to the cabin and, I'm going to say you look the most responsible as the oldest, Mr. Miller. You mind yourself now, though. Any more illegal camping, and we will have to contact the authorities. But he hands you this large almost thermo-sized container, and it has a large cap on the top of it. It's about the width of your forearm, and it looks like an aerosol can. He says, "Now, this is bear mace. Now, I don't need to tell you that spraying this on any of your friends is going to result in a rather nasty trip to the hospital, so no messing around with it. But if you do come into anything dangerous out there in the forest, pull the cap off and give a good spray for 3 seconds. Should scare anything dangerous out there away."
He nods and pockets it and says, "Well, as long as Delaney's not going to threaten to use this on me again." Has he calmed down?
I wouldn't mention it. He's not particularly happy with it, but he's willing to overlook it if you complete the full week in this training.
Okay, that's a fair deal. That's fine by me.
And with that, he turns to the chain link fence, and just with his key, he pulls out, does a click, and the chain link gate opens up, and you can see that there is a rather wide gravel path which seems to just go up over the top of the hill in front of you, and then in deep into the little wide pine forest of Ironbark National Park.
But he was joking about the bears, right?
Kid, the bears are the least of your problem in this place. Come on, let's go.
Bears? What bears? There's not going to be bears here.
He said bears and bobcats.
I'll happily call out and find them and introduce you to them if you like.
I've read about bears. I've never actually seen a bear. I've read about them. They're quite big, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't got to be the fastest runner. You just mustn't be the slowest. So you might be in you might be in trouble there, kid.
Let's
Let's
say,
just say if you see one, that's going to be the last time you see one too in this place.
I was supposed to say, Archibald and one other person who is interested, if you roll a natural world check.
Natural world check. That's on my. Oh, it is.
There's not much point in me doing
Failed.
it, but I can do if you'd like.
Whoever would
Go
like
for
to
it.
do so.
Okay. Normal roll. Yeah.
I say, no, everything everything that Ranger Braddock is saying seems to make sense. You know, we're past summer now. Most of the big animals probably going to sleep. You know, you've heard of big nasty animals in the forest, but should be fine, right?
I've heard if you make a lot of noise and you shout at bears, they tend to go away. And if you don't, what you need to do is just run very fast. Apparently, bears aren't very fast runners. You can outrun them quite easily.
I've heard that. I think that's true.
Yeah.
And Jack,
Hey.
you find yourself. Daly sticks very close to your arm because you've got bear mace and she's terrified.
So, as you make your way down this trail, it is wet and dark. You haven't seen the sun all day. There is just this ever-present grey cloud, and the wind and the rain are starting to cover you. And even with your outdoor gear, it's still hard and miserable going as you walk down. Could everyone just make me a Constitution roll? Daily, with your thermos, you get to roll this with bonus.
Oh! So I am a bonus roll. Look at that. Number of dice. How many dice?
Yeah, I think you roll an extra. I think
You
you roll
just
an
roll an
extra
extra
one,
dice.
right? And it's.
It's giving me a macro option of number of dice, so I hope that gave me an extra one. I'm not really sure.
So what you do, you just hit the bonus one at the bottom. Just do that again. So you've got a double naught, which is 100 quicker. So you got a 50. So double naught is 100, which is automatic fail. But you take the best of those two if you've got a bonus.
Okay.
And if you penalty, you take the worst. And can I get mine to work? Here we go. Macro option. Nope, failed.
That's it. So, that was a majority pass for the group, with a couple of extremes in there. So, with that, it is hard going. And for those of you who maybe don't have the outdoor constitution or spirit, you are thoroughly soaked through and shivering now. It is cold and unpleasant, really not your kind of thing. And so, for the next hour until you get the chance to warm up, you just have you're going to have a penalty for any spot hidden or perception or survival checks as you're traveling through.
As we're travelling through, I have a. I'm assuming track when I chose it. Hopefully, it's not track as in running, but track as in animal tracks, etc. If that's the case, is there? Do I spot any big bear print or big animal prints as we're going down this trail?
Yeah, can you roll me a track check, please?
Okay.
Extreme
success.
You've been a regular in this area for a while, Jack. You tend to hop around places, not really sticking down. And Ironbark Lookout, it's thick, it's quiet, and you're not likely to run into the law, either to stay out of their way or to have a nice place to sleep in the forest overnight. There's something slightly off about this place, and it's not just the remoteness of the Pacific Northwest. As you're sort of wandering down the track, you notice that in front of you, some of the path is worn down, and almost seems as though something has swept over the top of it. And as you look, this seems to continue slightly further off the path as you take a moment to deviate off the path. And as you do, you can see that there is a track going through this forest. And what you see is strange. It is a set of hoof and handprints, but they are overlapping, going deeper into the forest. And as you look at this, it makes very little sense to your mind. What's your intelligence?
60.
60, and it seems strange to you. You can't think of many creatures which have both hooves and hands, but you're not the most book smart person. There's probably some strange creature you've never heard of which lives deep in this forest with that.
Or some other kids jerking around like this lot.
Indeed, but you do just get this shiver down your spine, and you feel that maybe it is worth sticking as a group as you travel down.
Eyes stone.
Oh, we're losing you.
Sorry, I was having to investigate on the actual strange animal in the flat. Yeah. No, I just said rest and sort of just motions to one of the tracks if it's visible and say just stay on the tracks. Best not to go off and get yourself lost and discover anything nasty.
What have you found? Have you found a bear? Can I have a look?
Let's just say, well, at least with a bear, I know what it looks like, a footprint. This doesn't look like anything I've seen, so best solution I found in life, kid, is if you don't recognise something as safe, stay well away from it.
Well, that's hardly how we became a wonderful civilization that we are, by just retreating from everything. This is a mystery.
Civilization.
But okay, well, you seem to know what you're doing, so we will follow you.
And we will continue onwards.
And you do. The trail winds through the forest, and it seems that with every passing minute, it grows darker with every mile. The mist around you never lifts. It thickens as you walk further forward. Your boots slip in black mud, and the trees seem to rise ever higher like pillars into a ceiling of cloud above you. As you start to approach dusk, the sun, as little as you can see it, starting to dip behind the mountains in the distance. You eventually come to a clearing in the forest. You can see in front of you that there is a one-room cabin in front of you. Can everyone see the cabin, firstly?
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yep.
Not excellent. You can see that there are lights lit inside, and you can see that there is fire and smoke coming from a stone chimney. You can see above the door there is a nail signed plaque, and it reads Cabin Echo. You can see in the distance the mountains rising in the far horizon, and you can see in the distance the large, imposing shape of a fire watchtower on a nearby hill, overlooking the scenery like a strange guardian over this land. As you approach the door, it is unlocked. In fact, it is ajar and open. The air is damp, and the wood... There's a smell of damp wood as you approach.
Oh, well, this doesn't look very nice at all. This isn't the hotel, is it?
Hotel?
Hotel, what do you think you signed up for, honestly?
Well, they said it was a bit of an outdoor trip. I didn't realise I'd be hiking and that my lovely Louis Vuittons would be getting soaked. And now it's just a shack.
Lady, this is paradise compared to some of the places down in the oil fields.
Well, I've never been to the oil fields. This is horrible.
Yeah, you've clearly not been outside either in several years. Welcome to the outdoors.
I
Get
walk
inside the
outdoors
shack
quite
before you
often.
Yeah,
Long Beach
well,
is lovely this time of year.
considering how much you've been shivering on the way up, I highly doubt it. So get inside before you freeze to death.
She gives you a bit of a look, but does exactly what you say.
So, the door opens with a creak. Inside, it smells of damp, and you can see as you do, a small mouse runs to the corner as it disappears into a nook out of sight. It's basically decorated inside. You can see there are a few things. There's a desk, a stove. You can see that there is a old ham radio on the desk, which quietly clicks away with just the sound of static. You can see that it is quiet. Elias Delaney does not appear to be here.
Does anybody know what the Wi-Fi password is? I put down my great big rucksack and I take out a laptop. And where can I plug this into? I assume there's no electric sockets there at all.
There is not. As you scan the room, all you can see are thickly placed wooden logs interlaced on all four sides of the room. The only thing which isn't wood is the stone on the floor, and that of a slowly fading out fire in the fireplace.
Is there some spare logs to put on the fire?
As you look around on the outside, Jack, you can see that next to the house in a small covered area, there is a pile of mostly dry logs, particularly those on the inside, covered by the eaves.
He'll take the ones from the middle then that are drier and try and stand up some of the wet ones in the centre to help dry them for later, and he'll come back and forth a few times and bring a few handfuls of logs in to hopefully stick through the night.
Perfect, you do so.
And he'll pull out he's got in his with the stub of cigarette and the bear mace. He'll keep those on his person, but he does have a small pack of matches, slightly soggy box of matches. There's only 4 left, so what he'll do is he'll just say, guys, if this goes out, coat pocket, I've got a couple of matches to help get this started again, but let's try and keep it running, eh? I don't have many left. And he'll just sort of spend some time getting that fire back up to a comfortable temperature to try and warm everyone up.
And with that, the fire starts to catch on these logs, and suddenly the damp and coolness of the cabin starts to give way to a bit more heat, as there is now a large amount of warmth now coming out of the fireplace.
Oh, that's better. I take my walking boots off and my thick wooden socks off, and I've got a great big blister on my big toe. And I take out out of my first aid pack, I take out a blister, which I've got far too many supplies in my backpack, a blister plaster, and put that on. That's better. Oh, I don't like this walking. I prefer being indoors and doing stuff. I don't like outside. Right, where's the food? Do we have any food here? No?
Well, I was assuming that Delaney would bring him this kind of thing with us. Well, he's meant to be here, right?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I'm a bit tired. I'm going to sit down and I will see if my laptop can get any signal. Switch up.
What time is it at the moment, actually?
It is now about 4:30. It's getting just before dusk.
Okay.
So
well,
so
let's wait here for a little bit and warm up, and then we need to make sure we don't go out at night, considering what the brief told us. So we probably should have a look for him in a little bit once we've warmed up.
That's fine. So as you relax for 5 to 10 minutes, the heat now starts to spread throughout the cabin, and suddenly the damp and unpleasant atmosphere starts to disappear away. You make yourselves comfortable amongst the various stools, and there's a large sofa which has been laid out. It's slightly uncomfortable as the leather seems to have been hardened and not looked after in quite some time. You can see that there is a potbelly stove. You can see there are 2 bunks on the west wall. There's a center table and crate. There's the desk on the east wall, which seems to have a ledger and a radio, old ham radio on the top of it. There's coat hooks and lantern hooks. One of them which has a dry ranger's overcoat. Imagine sort of a poncho.
Oh, look, there's an old radio. That's nice. I'll have a look at that.
Okay.
He's like I say, he's going to pick up the poncho and pass that to Archibald and say, "You should probably also take this too for now, considering what you're wearing is not suitable."
Well, I do have this this sort of like galosh, like
okay.
Macintosh over the top, but I've taken it off, and he's overdressed. Mummy's obviously giving him far too much stuff, and his backpack's just full of other bits and bobs that he doesn't really need.
Is anyone else looking badly dressed for the occasion at the moment? I know that I know one other person was.
Daly does. She looked fabulous, but was in no way dressed appropriately for the outdoors.
Yeah. I should walk over to Daly and go, "Look, just take this for now. You're gonna freeze to death if you continue wearing this pathetic excuse for outdoor wear that you chose to bring with you."
Baron, just so you know, has got a big, thick leather jacket on over work overalls.
I'm just going to go back to Archie for a sec. So, Archibald, as you head over to the ham radio, can you roll me your choice, either a library use or education?
Oh, I'll do an education roll. He's a smart guy. 22, hard success.
Hard success. So you as you're going through, you notice a few things. Inside, you can see that there is an open logbook, and you can see that there is patrol notes all in out, and they're very neatly lined orders. You can see something referred to as Bell Knights, marked with initials K5, and there's a strange triangular glyph next to these. As you look through, there doesn't appear to be any regularity in these. It's not as though it's something which is occurring on a regular basis, but just as you go through the dates of this patrol log, you can just see that this term, Bell Knights, and this symbol have just been marked throughout the book. You also notice, as you're going through with your hard success, that there is a margin code, and which you work through for a moment, and you realize it seems to have a coded message inside of it.
Oh, this is exciting. I do crosswords. I'm very good at the codes and puzzles and things. Look at this, everybody. Looks like a quiz. It looks like this is a quiz they've given us to do. This is exciting.
Looks like homework. You're welcome to it.
I like homework. I'm good at it.
I knew you would.
Archibald, as you're leaning forward, there is a crackle in the ham radio for a moment. It sounds as though there's something trying to speak through it, but it's not on the right wavelength at the moment.
Oh, I'll pick it up. I've used long-range radios before. I've made my own. Hello? And it dials it around, changes the analog dial.
Perfect. Could you roll me... do you have either heavy machinery or electrical repair?
Electrical repair? What?
Yeah, can you roll me electrical repair roll?
84 fail.
It's a fail. And as you're twisting it, you can almost make out a sound. There is a voice. It sounds female, but it's so difficult to hear under the static and crackle of the radio. You can't quite make it out.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Bannon will come over and say, "All right, give it here. Let me have a go."
Okay, you can make a roll as well.
That'd be the heavy machinery, wouldn't it?
Yep.
It's a fail as well.
It's a failure as well. Yeah, you try to check the cables at the back and make sure it's plugged in correctly and the electrics are running, but just between the pair of you just can't quite get it. There is the sound of what sounds like a voice coming through, but for whatever reason, this ham radio just can't pick it up.
Well, can I try and sort of tinker with the radio to try and make it work better?
Is this a push?
I could do a push. I know how to set capacitors in series, and resistors in series, so they can actually sort of enhance the signal.
Go for it.
I'm very good at physics, you see, so I know how to do these things.
Go for it. So make a push roll.
Okay, with what? With electrical repair again?
Yeah, I'd say electrical repair again.
Which and what can happen if it goes wrong? You will tell me.
You'll find out.
Oh, success! Just
success. Hello, Archie. I can hear you. I've seen you deep in the forest. I'm
Hello?
glad you're here. Hey, Archie. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Archie, this is your mother's voice.
Oh, hello, Mummy. Hello, Mummy. How are you? I didn't know you'd be doing this. Are you part of this quiz thing as well? This is quite fun. It's quite jolly, really. Oh, I've got a blister on my toe.
See you soon.
Oh, yes, we're here for a week. Oh, bye-bye, Mummy.
Because Bannon was over there helping, does he hear this as well?
Archie, can I just get you... you're quite an intelligent young lad, aren't you?
He's frighteningly intelligent, but really stupid at the same time.
So, can you just roll me a sanity check? Because you're intelligent enough to know that that's not something which should be possible.
Sanity. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, you're quite. She must have arranged this in advance to call in to check on you.
It's just blissful ignorance, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we can. My mummy just called me just to make sure we're okay, and she seems a bit distracted, but she's probably missing me because she always likes.
Sorry, is this radio like on a headset, or can we all hear what was coming through the radio?
You could hear this voice as well. It doesn't mean that
same.
You don't recognise the voice. It's not a cadence which is familiar to you. But you did hear that voice, which seemed to be glad that Archibald was here and said that she would see him soon.
Archimedes, that was Mummy. I'll take the rat out, put it on the desk. Mummy said hello. Good to see you soon. I think Mummy's maybe coming up to this cabin as well. Hopefully she'll bring some food and some lovely stuff.
While Archibald and Balin are looking at the radio, what would the rest of you like to do while they're investigating that? So you can see outside in the rest of the room, there's this big potbelly stove. You can see there are a set of bunks, and there's the center table and crate. And then, of course, there is the porch steps and eaves where the firewoods were that you were looking at, Jack. Actually, Jack, I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt for a second because you did go to investigate the wood pile. Can I get you to roll a natural world or a spot hidden check?
I'll do spot hidden gladly. Huge difference. That's still a failure. Can I? Oh, actually, can you? What do I have? Do I have luck points? I don't have any luck points, so I can't even event that.
If I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong with this, Archibald. You have a certain number of luck points when you start any investigation.
Yeah, you have. You have. Should have some luck points on your thing. You can spend luck points. You need to get, if you want to spend luck points, you would spend on 67 to get down to 65. You'd spend 2 luck points to get down to 65.
I don't have any on my sheet. How many should we start with?
I think you roll a D100.
It's 3d6 times 5, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
3d6 times 5. Okay, I didn't realise. So I should have. Oh God, let me just get my calculator out. I'm pretty much as smart as Jack is today.
70.
I've had a long day.
Got 70 luck of 70.
Thank you. I've now got 68 because I'm going to spend 2 to make that a success.
That's a 70. So as you spend that, you notice You notice 2 things. The first thing you notice is outside, underneath one of the pieces of wood, trapped between the log pile and the porch out front, you see there is a small little set of twigs. And they wouldn't catch your notice outside. They seem to be in a sort of humanoid effigy shape. The second thing you notice is that there is a small bit of cable which seems to be running around the top of the eaves.
I would follow the cable.
So as you follow it round, it is twine, not very thick, but as you follow it round, it seems to wrap around, and unless you want to climb over the top of the log pile, you'd have to let go of it and try and pick it up on the other side.
I'm thinking. Have a look. I think I've actually got a climb skill. Not very good one.
I mean, it's not. In fairness, I'm going to say
Let's just go around it.
you could just go around. It's not.
It's not a huge pile, no.
It's just a pile of firewood.
Okay, that's fine. I just made it out to be like this mountain of pile of wood. Okay, yeah. I'll go around it. I'll go around it and follow this cable.
Okay, so as you follow it round, you follow it round, and it seems to wrap its way around the entire log cavern, just over the top of these. It would be fairly uneventful, except as you get to the opposite corner of the building from where you were in the porch, you can see that attached to it is a small brass bell, no larger than your thumb inside. And just as you pull the twine down, it just jingles very slightly. As you can just hear this very light jingle of bell, ding, 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 ding.
Oh, on the cable as I'm following it around?
Yes, and as you go around the corner and get nearer to it, as you pull the cable down, it rings the bell.
Okay, and try to figure out. So this cable was just at the log pile. It's not. Did I check? Did I see where it was attached to at the other end?
It just seems to wrap its way around the top of the eaves. It seems to just go a circle around the entire building, as far as you're aware. Just at the top, you wouldn't have noticed it, but unless you were standing next to the pile of the firewood pile.
And he'd have no idea why this would ever normally be used.
You're probably not going to know this, but can you roll me a what's the word I'm thinking of? It's not power; it's the other one. Hold on a sec. I need to go.
What do you
Occult. It's occult. Can you roll me occult?
Occult. Oh yeah, this is probably really not going to work well. Nah, no idea.
Yeah, you've got no idea what this is about. Maybe it's some tradition or some sort of thing that the Rangers do. Maybe it's
the effigies though. They were just that was lying on the ground. Wasn't it?
It was just lying under the ground. It'd fallen in a gap in between the porch and the pile of wood.
He'll pick the effigy. How big is it? Sort of like size of your hand? Or...
Yeah, it's about the size of your hand. No, and so it fits comfortably in your palm. If you ever seen the Blair Witch Project?
Yes, multiple times. He'll pick it, despite the fact it's probably not a good idea. He'll pick that up and he'll take that inside the cabin.
Excellent. I'm going to jump over to someone else. Theo and Daly. What would you like to do? Just around the room, there's still that stove and the center table, which no one else has looked at the moment.
Theo, will you go ahead?
Sure. I will come in, make myself a little comfortable, and then maybe poke around on the table.
Yeah, so as you look around the table, it's a fairly well made, fairly mundane, simple wood construction. You can see that this has been made of what looks like pine woods and has been maybe handmade by someone. Simple but regular construction. If you have either of these, can you roll me a spot hidden or mechanical repair roll?
Let's do spot hidden. Oh, that's a failure.
That's a failure. So as it seems very well made. You can see on the top that there are a series of books and guides and trail maps and various things that you think that a ranger would have around.
Fair enough.
You are drawn for a moment to just a couple of missing posters. Angela Marksberry, Cameron Defunct. Both been missing for about 3 weeks now. And you see the pictures on top and their last known coordinates.
Would I have had sort of knowledge of that on like news, or is that sort of comes as news from me being here and seeing the posters for the first time?
Can you roll me a credit rating to see sort of how sort of your wealth and class and if you would know anything about this? I would also say library use as well would fall under.
Library use is not his strongest subject. Let's go with. That's not so great either. That's a failure.
You could use luck on that.
Yes, let's do that. So that's 4, isn't it?
It's 4, yes. So you spent 4 luck points. So with that, you recognise these names. They were on the local radio station as you were talking. There have been talks of, after a period of unexplained disappearances, that they have upped the number of rangers and security in Ironbark Lookout. It's nothing crazy. It's not as though hundreds of people have gone missing. It's just in the last year, 5 or 6 people have disappeared in the national park. Mostly accredited to bear attacks or bobcats, or even as simple as just getting lost off trail and succumbing to the elements, perhaps. But a notable increase.
Okay.
And then I'll go for you last, Daly. The only thing left in the room, which no one else seems to be interacting with, is just this pot-belly stove.
Well, Daly, at the moment, she's walking around. She's got her phone out. She's got it held up high. And she's trying to get a signal because the Daily Show starts in about 10 minutes.
You hold it up. That bar has been on satellite for the last 3 hours.
Oh, God. What are my fans going to do?
Move on with their lives?
Watching my show is their life.
Wow, your fans need help. Consider this a kindness.
Ouch. Okay, yes, but she's wandering around trying to do that. And she gets exasperated, and she gives the stove a good kick.
Oh, okay. As you give the stove a kick, the door handle just breaks off at the hinge and clatters to the ground as metal bangs off the stone. And as you see that, you notice immediately, now that it's come off, that out of the corner of the stove, which is currently extinguished, is a corner of a notebook.
Maybe you've got the Wi-Fi password. And she grabs it out.
You grab it. I am going to share that to the players. So you should all have a new handout, which is called Elias's Journal.
Can Daly read this out loud?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so she takes it out. She goes, "It mimics before it manifests. Bell is structure, not summons. Stones hold the edge. One is loose. Don't answer a voice you can't see. Don't open without the knock." I think Elias was drunk.
And you can see this is the only part of the journal you can't make. You can make out. The rest of it has been burnt away and is difficult. Is impossible to make out what was written underneath.
Ah.
As everyone is looking at each of their paths, you're each investigating this different part of the cabin. There is another at the radio, and you can hear a voice saying, "Hello, this is Tower 19. Tower 19 coming into Cabin Echo. Is anyone there? Elias, are you there? Answer, please."
Hello, this is Archibald, Triple Pen the Third. We can't find Elias. He's not here.
I see. Is it just you there, Archibald?
No, it's me with some others. Miles Braddock sent us up here to get cold, I think. But Elias hasn't turned up. Is he with you?
Yes, Elias is up here in the tower. You should come here. I would be more comfortable if everyone could just sound off so I can know you're there.
Oh, everybody, the people on the tower want to know who we
Put his
are.
hand over the mic Baden will put his hand over the mic and just say to Archibald, he was asking for Elias if he was here. Now he's saying he's up there. I don't trust that.
Are you sure Elias is there?
Yes. Elias is here.
Could you put him on to us? Hello,
You hear-
Elias.
You hear a different voice, much gruffer and deeper. You hear sort of a smoke-addled voice of many years of abuse, which goes, "Hey, this is Elias. Sorry, I'm not there. I was delayed by the storm, heavy rain. If you stay right there, I'll be there shortly."
Oh, marvelous, Elias. We've got the stove lit. Is there any? Do you know what the Wi-Fi password is?
Are there others there?
Yes, the ones you were expecting. They're here. Yes, we have them here. Yes, we do. And my mummy just called up to say hello. Is mummy with you?
Could you get them to talk, please?
No, I've made myself in charge of the radio, because I'm very good at this. But the others are doing other stuff. I could talk. Is Mummy there? Hello, Mummy. Mummy.
Just with that, the crackling returns.
Oh, how rude.
Did Jack actually hear any of this, or has he been outside this entire time?
I will say you could hear bits of that. I don't think Archibald is the quietest person when he's on the radio, but you couldn't quite make out what was going on the return.
But Elias is up in the tower, and they're going to come down to us, which will be good.
I don't trust those voices, to be honest, Archie. Something just doesn't sit right with me.
Really?
I
don't see why, but I see they seem fine to me. Very, very pleasant. Although they did, yes.
What's that burnt book you've got there?
You're talking about
No.
the
Yeah,
Daily
you've got
Wolf
the scrap.
Journal?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just some mad ramblings. It doesn't really say anything.
Let me take a look.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, goody,
Chuck that
more
in.
puzzles.
So Jack will read it out loud for those in case, like, Archibald wasn't paying attention, too busy playing with the radio. But he'll read it out, and when he gets the word bell, you see his face just go a little bit paler, and he sort of motions to the rest of you, "Come with me a second."
Oh, Bell Knight. Is that
And he's gonna... Kid, kindly, shut up.
Oh.
Come with me.
I beg your pardon? That's frightfully rude of you.
And there's rude and there's staying alive, but I don't particularly like this note, and I don't particularly like what I've found. And he's gonna take you guys outside to show where the bell is, like tied up around above us in the above the shack.
And you can see it
To point out.
and you see this tied onto the twine wrapped around the building. You can see there is a very small brass bell, which again, as the twine is pulled, it just jingles very slightly.
Why is this saying Bella structure? I'm not smart enough for this, but that sounds strange to call a Bella structure, especially when I found this as well. And he pulls out the little wood doohickey that he's found, and he'll pass it over to one of he'll hold it out if someone wants to take it off him. Found this where I found the string attached to the cable attached to the bell.
So, Halloween decorations, Christmas decorations. I'm not really sure what you're getting at.
Oh, this is exciting. This is the puzzle. This is all a big puzzle. I think we're doing a game or something. This is great.
Well, you
Maybe
use a
it's a
bell to
show.
summon people, so why is it saying a bell is a structure? What does it mean by the bell is a structure, and why did I find this, which, as far as I'm aware, is some sort of structure?
I've seen guys with concussion say worse nonsense than that. Why are you paying so much attention to it?
Dad, you said you found this scrapping burnt inside the stove, correct?
Yep.
Why would you burn a book in a stove with this?
Oh,
I don't
great
know.
heat,
It just seems a bit
probably. Doesn't seem
strange to
be
me.
much
We're
else
meant
in
to.
there.
We're meant to come up here and meet. We're meant to come up here and meet a man I don't particularly want to meet. Meet Delaney. He's not here. He's allegedly somewhere else. We've got this note here mentioning something about a bell. Why the hell would you tie a bell up around a cabin in the middle of the woods? I've been here plenty of times. I've never seen anything like this before.
Do you know what I think? I think it could be. Maybe it's a reality TV show and we're all being watched by cameras.
Yes, I think you're probably right. This is very clever. Shh, but don't let them know that we've found out about it.
We might be able to win some money or something. It could be being watched by millions.
But I think the motive of this episode must be bells, because there's something in that journal in there about Bell Night. Let me go back and have a look at that.
Well, there's a radio in there. Maybe it's a reference to Alexander Graham Bell.
Bannon will just look at Dale and go, "Do you even know who that was?"
Yes, of course.
Everybody knows that.
And he did build structures too.
Bannon will just put an eyebrow up.
So can Archie go back and have a look at the journal then?
He can.
And about the Bell Knights, and he tries to put his quite prestigious mind to the puzzle of the Bell Knights and the dates and what date how it compares to today's date.
Can you roll me a natural world check?
Not successfully, no.
Okay. Let me look at. There is. What is it?
81. Fail massively.
81. I'm going to think actually because Archibald's quite educated. So actually, can I say an education roll was probably more relevant for this? Actually.
Okay. Well, 81 will succeed then because his education's 85 because he's very bright.
81.
Yep.
You remembered in your astrology course that of course this is the movement of the moon. And that tonight is a full moon. And you go back a few pages in the journal log. Bell Night is a full moon. And every time you check through it, it is a full moon on every one of these nights. And disconcertingly, today will be the next full moon tonight.
Oh, this is exciting. I don't know where the cameras are, but I think there's full moon tonight, and this is something to do with the bell and the structure. The only structure I can see here is either the one on the hill over there, the fire structure, or this building here.
For the ones on the outside of the cabin, you can hear Archibald's voice coming from just around the corner in the thicket, saying, "Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe what I found out here! Quick, come look, come look!"
He's going to turn around and look at Theo and go, "Now do you believe me? Something weird's going on."
Everyone here is weird. I have no idea what is going on.
Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting? Come here! Come here!
I do not sound like that.
He's just gonna like under hush tone, just through gritted teeth, say small. The book said, "Don't answer voices we can't see. Get back inside the cabin."
Oh,
I don't like this.
Whatever, sure. And then Theo just turns around and goes back in. I told you the little one was going to get eaten by a bear.
So, Jack, as you're making your way back in, you see through the thicket of trees from several behind what looks like a large hand just disappear behind one of the trees nearby. That did not look like a human hand.
Do I need to do any sort of sanity roll?
You didn't see it properly, but you are very
on edge.
On edge from whatever that was.
He's gonna get back inside when he gets back inside. So we'll go back inside. I'm sure everyone else is inside. It's just front doors. Does it have a bolt or anything?
It does. There is not a bolt, but there is a bar you can pull down to lock.
Oh, I am locking this door.
And it is locked. It is not moving.
And he's gonna, just so he's there, he's gonna sit by the fire and he's gonna start placing out the stuff he's got in his pockets just to sort of read through it, and he'll just rummage around the cabin, like look at the books and etc. But yeah, put down on the near the fire the stuff he's got. So the scrap, the journal scrap, the matches. But he's keeping a cigarette and mace on himself. He's definitely keeping holding a bear mace right now.
And 5 minutes pass, 10 minutes pass. The only light in the cabin is the small bit coming from the log fire in front of you. You can hear the sounds of rain flecking off the windows. The gradual just tap, 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 tap as you're sitting there. The only sound outside of the tapping of the window is just the ever-present static of this ham radio. There was suddenly a loud pounding at the front door.
Is there a window or something that you could see the outside of the front door from inside?
There is not. I know in the picture there is a window on the door, but there is not.
Yes, solid.
The only windows face onto the side.
Any gaps in the door frame?
I would say if you do a good spot hidden roll, you would be able to maybe make view through.
Nope.
No, you can sort of see that there is a silhouette on the other side, which is blocking out the last bits of light remain. But there is just this banging on the door, and you can hear this. You can hear this figure screaming on the other side. Help! Help me! Let me in! Let me in! Let me in!
Well, I mean, the scrap did say don't open without the knock, so that's clearly a knock.
There's somebody at the door. So Archibald gets up to let them in.
Yeah, right, that's fine. Jack's gonna just have the bear mace on standby just in case. But
quickly, sorry, the fireplace, does it have like the stereotypical like poke and prodding tools?
What?
He
means like a fire poker. He means a poker.
Yes,
yeah.
The iron poker.
So as you look, you can see that there is a fire poker there.
Right, Balon's going to pick that up, but he's going to stand back ready. He's not going to look threatening. He's just going to have it in his hand, ready.
Okay. So Archibald, as you go over, you open up the thing, and with that, the door bursts open. As you can see, a disheveled, waterlogged, middle-aged man falls head first through the door. He is shivering and he's just kicking with his legs as fast as possible. He shouts out, Regis, shut the door, quick!
Come on in.
He's gonna run. Jack's gonna run over to the door and just slam the door shut and lock it again.
You do so. You can see this man in front of you. He lurches against the nearby wall. He is mud-soaked. You can see that there is blood flowing down one sleeve.
Oh, are you all right?
Something was out there. Something was talking. It sounded like my wife.
Are you Elias?
No. I'm Jordan Pike. I was just here for a weekend to get away from things, to get away after it.
And you've left your wife outside then?
My wife has been dead for 2 years.
Oh.
She said my name. She knew my name. How did you know? You can see that he's sort of holding his hand in his head as he starts to lean forward. As he's just lurching back and forward.
There. Do we have a... yeah, there. I think you're supposed to say yes. I'm sure you didn't really hear her. I'm sure it was something else, like the wind or something. You've hurt yourself, have you?
No, the thing out there. I didn't see it. It was large, two large glowing eyes staring out of the forest. It has a veil over its face, large and cloven feet. It reached out for me. The voice. I just wanted to see her just one more time. But the next moment, my arm, and you see that as you look, you see there was a large gash, very deep, just straight up the forearm.
Ooh, that looks nasty. I've got a couple of band-aids. That may help.
Archie, it needs more than just plasters, mate. And Archie will have a look around for anything like pillowcases or whatever that we can sort of tear up and make some proper bandages. If there's not actual proper bandages in like a first aid kit.
Mummy gave me a first aid kit, and it's got her bandage in as well, and she gave me some needle and thread so I can darn my socks.
Yeah, probably not going to be the right grade, mate.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, it was just an offer. So, this thing outside, was it a little bit like a Gorn from the original Star Trek series?
He doesn't understand the reference.
Oh, or was it some of the creatures from the Next Generation, or from Voyager? Yeah, it's probably from the Voyager series.
Just go back to your radio and ask Scotty to beam you up while we deal with this guy.
And as you're asking him your questions, you see that his eyeballs sort of roll into the back of his head as he slumps onto the ground in a heap.
Ooh, that's very dramatic.
Is he dead?
He's not dead, but you think he's fallen unconscious. You can see that the wound on his arm is bleeding very heavily.
We need to get that treated. Have we got
Alan
anything
wants to start wrapping it with what he can get his hands on.
I was like, yeah, can you make me a first aid check?
Oh, for God's sake! it's blood.
So,
let me have a go. Let me try it again. You're not tying it right. Can I give it a go?
You can give it a go.
I'll keep forgetting I have to roll this thing. Not good.
You can attempt to push it, but there might be a consequence.
I was thinking whether I'd spend luck points or not, just make sure this guy doesn't fall unconscious. It is, yeah. Anyone else here good with first aid?
I'm going to say with 2 failed checks, you're going to have to do something quite significant.
Who had the heavy machinery? Can we just make him a bionic arm?
Bit out of realm, isn't it?
Yeah, probably not.
Well, it's strange you say that. I've been working on making bionic artificial limbs. I think I probably know how to do it, but I just need the equipment to do so. I don't think we have it here.
Well, we've got a hot poker and a gaping wound. My suggestion, if someone's brave enough to do it, trying to sear this wound shut.
Yeah, Bam, stick it into the fire, get nice and hot.
Really don't think they'll let us do that for primetime television. I'm sure this is a television show. Daly, don't you think this is a television show?
I don't know.
Archie, why don't you see if you can raise the emergency services or someone on the radio?
Okay.
Get some help, huh?
Okay. And where's the power coming from for the radio?
You see that there is a cable going outside, and you can see underneath that there is a large pack of batteries, industrial-sized ones.
Okay. And so he will try and he'll try and radio for help.
Okay.
Whilst that's happening, has the poker got hot enough yet to cauterize this wound?
I will say yes. I will say it is. I'm going to need you to make one more first aid roll.
Right, let's make sure I don't poke his eye out.
Quick question: if it's a forced roll, can you spend luck to make it a success?
No, not for a forced roll. You can't.
Right.
No.
No. With that, you bring up this red hot poker, and as you press it onto the open wound, there is a moment where this man suddenly his eyes come back as he screams at the top of his lungs in agony as you're searing these wounds shut. And with that, his head shakes for a moment before he just slams back onto the floor. And his chest is no longer moving.
Quick, do CPR. I can do this. Oh, what have you done? And start doing chest compressions. Very badly, but I'll start doing chest compressions.
You do so, and you continue doing these chest compressions and breathing. You have the Bee Gees in your head as you're doing this, but just...
I actually sing it to myself. Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. And I get a bit distracted whilst I do it, so I stop doing the compressions and I start doing the hand movements instead. Before I realise I'm doing that and go back to doing the chest compressions again.
Yeah. So as you're doing this, it doesn't seem to be having any effect. You're listening for a heartbeat or any breath coming from him, but there is just no sign. This man, whoever he was, has breathed his last.
Sorry, the name of the guy said his name was Jordan Pike. Was that one of the names on these posters missing? It wasn't any of those names, was it?
Sorry, say that again?
His name was Jordan Pike. Is any of the names on these posters? You said there were some posters or some books.
Yeah, there was a couple of missing people posters. No, you do not see the name Jordan Pike on there. As you take a moment to think as you see this man in front of you, your shocked reaction, there is a long wooden groan under the floor as the cabin lists ahead to the south. The mugs on the tables send a thin black line towards the ground as the stilts are shifting in the soaked ground. Something is pushing on the side of this cabin. You can hear that there is an overwhelming roar from the wood as it starts to creak.
Must be one of the bears. Mace it.
Mace it through a wall? What are you talking about?
There's a door.
We do not open that door. Have you seen this guy just come in? Do you want to go out and mace it? Be my guest.
You've got the mace. They trusted you.
Then I suggest, if they trusted me, then we all sit here and we stay quiet.
And you can hear that the wood starts to creak. You can hear that some of the logs on the south side of the cabin start to twist and break as they start to crack from the force of this. There's suddenly a third loud crash as something claws down the walls. The wood starts to break. You see one of them shatters, sending splinters across the room. As you brace yourself for a third, you suddenly hear the outside the faint jingling of that bell again. And as you brace hearing for that third strike, it never appears. All you can hear outside of the flicking of the windows as the wood creaking in its moved position is just the faint sound of this bell outside the cabin.
Well, that was exciting. What was that? Staying alive. Do I stop now?
Yeah, I think he's dead, Archie.
Although the emergency services would still be useful.
Okay, goes back to the radio and decides to call for help. Hello? And he goes through the dials.
After you go through a couple, you manage to pick up to K18. He's saying, hello, this is K18, Firewatch Tower, hello.
Oh, hello. This is Archibald Fipplepen III. We are up at the cabin what cabin was it called? I forgot what his name.
A cabin echo?
Cabin Echo. There's a dead man here, and something tried to break into the cabin. There's a bear tried to break into the cabin, and this man's been killed by a bear. I think we need the ambulance and the police and the fire brigade and international rescue.
My goodness. Hold on, I'm gonna message the park ranger headquarters. Stay where you are. If you can, apply CPR. We will have someone there sent shortly.
Oh, Delaney, Daly, could you do some more CPR, please, on that man? Because they said to keep doing it.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's too late.
But they told us to keep doing it.
Okay. She goes over and very lightly and tentatively kind of pulls and pushes his chest, and she kind of knows she's not really doing anything. But it's kind of too scared to do anything.
You're useless. Get out of the way. I'll keep doing it for now. And despite the fact that Jack knows this guy's probably dead. Well, you know, if I've asked us to, he'll keep doing it for a few more minutes.
So, on the ham radio, Archibald, this man is saying very clearly, stay where you are. I put in a message to the headquarters to have someone set there immediately to come pick you up and try and rescue this man. They'll be there within 20 minutes.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We're doing this CPR. The bear has gone. It was a big bear. He tried to break into the cabin, but we scared it away. The other people up in the fire tower said they were going to be coming here as well.
Other fire tower?
Sorry?
The other fire tower? I'm the only fire tower on watch in this area.
No, we just talked to the other fire tower. They said they were going to come. That was that with Elias. Elias Delaney was there as well. He's going to come down.
Elias Delaney? Is he not at the cabin?
No. He's in the fire tower. We contacted them, and he said they tell us stay here and they will come down.
I see. Well, if Park Ranger Delaney's on his way, you've got nothing to fear. He's one of our most experienced members.
Oh, marvelous.
Stay where you are. Do not move. We will be there shortly.
Fantastic. And this is a great television show. I really like it. This is good. I can't wait to see this on repeat on Netflix. Oh, by the way, do you know what the Wi-Fi password is?
Young man.
Yes?
Wherever you are, it is imperative that you stay where you are.
What? Oh, okay. But yes, the bear probably around. So I would suggest that when they come, they bring something to scare the bear away.
Yes, we will make sure that the bear stays away. If you can, bar the windows and make sure that nothing else can get in.
Okay. Everybody, we got to bar the windows to make sure the bear can't get in.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
And do you want to be told? Thank you. What was your name, Ranger?
Me, I am Ranger Michaels.
Ranger Michaels. Ranger Michaels has been sending somebody here very, very shortly. So we just have to keep doing CPR for the next 20 minutes and then everything will be fine.
Are there any windows?
Yes, there are 2 on the far side facing into the forest.
Okay.
Shall we? Okay, well, shall we do what he says? Was it bar the windows? This is exciting. What can we bar it with?
Well, the table might do for one of them.
Okay. And do we have anything else we can bar the window with? What else is in this? It's just a single room, this place.
Yeah, it's just a single room cabin, yeah.
Yep. So he's getting quite animated. He's getting quite animated. He's quite enjoying this now, despite the dead body on the floor.
There we go. As a rough outline of what the cabin looks like on the inside.
I feel like Archie doesn't have any sanity at this stage.
Was that we could use the wood from the cots to make to do the windows as well. That will be good.
Yeah.
Oh, this is very exciting. I like this.
So anyone who's got mechanical repair skills can attempt to make this roll.
Okay, well, Archie actually strangely does.
Oh,
Same as Baden. So
Okay, so, yeah, well, I could try. He's a bit weedy, though, so we can't really... I probably need a bit of help from some of the people with who are a little bit bigger than me, because I'm not so good with the old... I don't go to the gym very much, because it's not good for my asthma.
Baden will walk past and he'll give it a go if you want.
Yeah, I can help too. Just tell us what to do.
Well, and he tells us what to do, so take the wooden slats out. Be careful of the nails, because we'll need those too.
okay.
So dismantle the beds.
Yeah, I would say you can do that, and there are wooden slats underneath the bed frames.
And we put them against the window frame. And do we have anything here we can use as a hammer? Oh, the old door that came off the stove.
Yes,
And we
I
could
think
use that as a hammer. Well, your hammer is in here, and here. He's quite enjoying himself telling people what to do.
Okay, no problem.
And is there any other way in? Is there any secret doors?
Roll a spot hidden check.
Oh God, not a chance in hell. No, not a hope.
Not that you notice.
So he's looking around with his glasses, but they're a bit dusty, so he can't see anything.
So I will say between the lot of you, you managed to bar up the windows with the equipment you have, and there is a very slight small gap at the bottom of the slats on one of the windows, but otherwise you have secured it. Again, all you can hear now is just the faint jingle of that bell on the outside of the cabin.
Okay.
Some time passes.
So can Archibald do one other thing?
Yes, of course you can.
So the batteries for the radio.
Yes.
He's going to get the poker, and he's going to get all the batteries and put them all in series, and he's going to connect them all to the poker. And he's going to use some gloves, some socks for insulation. So basically, he makes a cattle prod.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to say you're going to have to make a roll to that to make sure you don't accidentally electrocute yourself. But
Of course he will.
I'm going to say that's electrical repair. So you're giving me an electrical repair because you're reconfiguring electrical equipment.
Well, I've got my physics skills. I'm not used for anything yet.
Go for it. Let's see if you can create a circuit which doesn't kill you.
So can I do that? So do I have to create it first? So do I have to make it with the physics skill first, and then I have to do the electrical repair? Yeah.
I will say if you do the physics one, it's probably plausible enough with your electrical skill. Oh yeah,
No way.
Yeah.
So with what you have created, there is now this arcing electricity coming off of these. Now, I will say these are big industrial batteries which you have sequenced together. So as you're sort of holding them in your right arm, it's already getting fatigued from holding it, and you can already feel your weedy little biceps and triceps starting to shake as you're holding it. But in your left hand, you do have a pretty nasty cattle prod.
Ha! I have my lightsaber with me. And he sort of disconnects it just so it's to save the power.
As you sort of finish with this, you can hear suddenly at the door there is a very polite knock. He goes, Rangers? The station sent us. We're on a wellness check. We heard there was some sort of interference.
That sounds like it's our ride home.
How long has it actually been? Would we have any semblance of time that's passed?
I will say it's modern era. Most of you have phones, watches, etc. It's been about an hour since you made the phone call or the radio call.
Should be 20 minutes is plausible. And they did knock again. I'm sticking to that scrap that I may seem insane compared to the rest, but they did not.
There is a very clear knock on the door again. I go, hello? Are you in there? The door's barred.
Yes, we're in here.
Could you
I'll,
let us in,
I'll-
please?
I will go over to the door and, like saying, before I open it, can I look through the crack and see? I've got spot hidden. I could probably see if outside, right?
I will say you look through sort of the gap in, and you can see again. You can't make out detail, but it looks as though there is a silhouette of a figure standing outside the door.
Okay. Well, I'll. Beside my best judgment, they did knock again, so I will unbolt the door and I will open the door.
So you see that there are two figures standing out there. They're both wearing ranger uniforms. They both have the large hats, the polyester shirts. You can see they're both wearing the thick ponchos, which look very similar to the one hanging on the door. You can see they're both wearing badges over the center of their chest. They both got a set of clipboards, and one of them seems to be holding a large bag which is zipped open, and the other one seems to have a large thermos on him. Going, we found you. I'm Ranger Klein, and this is Ranger Wells. We heard your wellness check. Someone here is injured.
There.
I think worse than injured. We've been trying to do CPR with him, but he's not come back around.
Wells, go check it out. Well, looks like you kids and I apologize. You kids and you sir have been through quite a lot today. Here, let's have a seat, and I'll make sure you're all physically well. Have a seat, and I'll take care of you. Wells, what's the situation? He's dead, Chief. It looks like blood loss and heart failure coming from extreme shock.
And his clothes are still sore. His clothes are still smouldering as well.
Jack will explain to Wells went over to the body, right?
He
Yeah.
did.
So he explains to Klein that he came in, blood gashing from him. We've tried to tourniquet or bandage it. The bleeding was too bad. We tried to, as he was unconscious, the last resort, tried to I've forgotten the word. Cauterize the wound, but we kept doing CPR, no luck.
That's an awful shame, but I'm sure you guys did what you could. All right, Wells, move him over into the corner there for the time being. You can see that the older man, Klein, he's just sort of going around you. He's just doing a quick check of you, making sure that no obvious bleeding, no bruises or anything. Physically, all look fine. You look awfully shocked, though. Here, have a cup of this. It helps with the stress. And you can see that he pops open the thermos, and he has a series of paper cups, which he starts filling them up and handing them round.
Where is Delaney? He was meant to be here.
Yes. No, we've heard about Delaney. We're not sure where he's been. He should have been here. I'm afraid I don't know. I've come over from Tower 19.
That's where he was. He was at Tower. He was on Tower 19. We talked to him on the radio.
He could have been at Tower 19. That's where me and Waz been. We're the only two up there at this time of year. You sure it was Tower 19 you heard, son? Here, have a drink. And he hands you a nice thermos full of... Smells like cocoa to you.
Oh, is that cocoa?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh. And he takes a cup, and he's got a metal cup on his backpack, and he fills it with hot chocolate. That's very kind of you. So, are we going home now then? Because obviously this is the end of the show, isn't it?
Show?
It's a television show. This is what it's all about.
Don't mind him. He's clearly delusional. The shock of the body must have set him off.
Oh, I've seen all kinds of these things. Here, have a drink as well. And he hands you a cup of cocoa. And you can see that between them, Klein and Wells have made sure that each of you have now got a nice cup in front of you. It's warm in the hands.
And Archimedes takes a drink of the cocoa as well.
Okay. It's funny you say. It's funny you say that, Archibald. As Archimedes sort of takes a drink of it and sort of sticks his nose in the air for a moment before he collapses onto his side.
No!
And
No!
look at him, and he looks as though he's fast asleep.
Oh dear! What happened to Archimedes? Hello, Archimedes! And try and wake him up.
You can see that. You can see that Archibald is doing the rest of it, and he goes, "Something wrong with your rat, son?"
He's just has a seizure or something.
Well,
having seen that, he's not going to drink any of the drinks given to him.
And I've just completely ignored the drink now. Archimedes, wakey. I got a nice peanut for you.
let's see.
He's completely distracted now.
He's completely unconscious. As you can see that the older one, Klein, he seems to reach into his bag. He's doing his own. You want to keep the door shut to keep the wind from kicking up. I'm just going to go make sure it's properly closed. And you can see that Klein, the older man, starts to walk over to the door.
By the way, did we hear any vehicles coming up?
You did not.
Wait, do you have where's your truck? Because normally have the lights on as well.
I know they would. There is no response from these two men. As you can see, that Klein just reaches over to the bar on the door, and with that, he starts to pull it open. As you know,
To unlock the door? Okay, yeah. Jack's gonna see. I'm assuming Jack would have seen this.
he does. Jack does see this.
Jack's gonna walk over to him, just put a hand on his hand, and go, "Here, allow me." And he's just gonna make sure the bolt's shut.
As you take your first step, Jack, could you just make me a brawl check, please?
Brawl check. Yep.
Brawl or dodge, sorry.
Oh, well, I'll just do brawl.
Brawl is fine. As you are stepping forward, you suddenly feel a large hand grasp on your shoulder, and as you do that, you wheel back as you see a syringe shoot past your shoulder and neck, and it just shoots through thin air. As you can see that Wells, the other ranger, suddenly has a syringe in his hand and was just trying to get you in the neck.
Do I have the bear mace? I have the bear mace on me, right?
You do have the bear mace on you.
Can I fire that at him?
Yes, you can.
I don't know what I roll on my sheet for that.
That'll be a brawl. That'll be a brawl roll. I would suggest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to try and contest that with his brawl. Oh, fumble. So with that, I believe that even a failure beats a fumble in that when you're the initiator. Is that right?
No, but failure basically means nothing happens there at all.
Yeah. So as you,
I've got the safety on.
I was going to say, you forgot to take the lid off. So as you're pushing down, the spray is just contained within the lid of the container. As the two of you are now rumbling around between each other, trying to avoid getting into it. You can see with this now that Klein, the older one, you can see that he has now reached into one of his inner pockets, and he too now has got one of these syringes, and he takes a step towards you, Daly, who's the closest and sitting down, and he's going to try and get you as well.
Okay. Do I get the chance to do anything, or am I under attack?
So he's going to brawl against you, so he's going to miss, but you can brawl as well.
Or you could dodge.
Or dodge.
Can I throw hot coffee in his face?
I would say that would be a brawl if you were going to do that.
Okie dokie. So what do I want to do? I think that would be the most likely thing she would do. She would just reflexively just kind of try and chuck it in his face. So we'll go with brawl. And normal. Gotcha.
Wow.
That's
Nice.
success. You've got excellent vision with this. As you do that, you just manage to get him straight in the eyes as he goes, ah, and he drops the syringe on the ground as he brings his hands up to cover his face as he tries to do that. There's no particular turn order in COC.
It goes down on dexterity.
Who's got the highest dexterity scores then?
Mine's 60, so it's fairly high.
Mine's same as Baron.
Mine's 35.
35. So I think you're first then, Daly, with the 60. Hold on, make this slightly easier. Let me pop you guys on the map.
Oh dear.
Jack, if I put you there,
Yep.
and Theo.
It's football.
Yeah,
I love it.
he's a football player. He's a big dude.
There we
I
go.
love it.
And buried there. Perfect. Right. So Daly, you managed to splash hot coffee in this guy's eyes as he's reached up to grab them, and he's dropped this syringe on the floor.
May I pick it up and attempt to syringe him, please?
Yes, you can. Can you roll a brawl, a fighting brawl, please?
I certainly can. Ja!
Oof.
Oh, and he gets a hard success this time. So as you go to do it, he manages to get you in an arm block, and with that, he manages to push your wrist down, forcing it open as he grabs the syringe back off you.
Shit.
He's doing that. Who's next? I think it is you, Theo.
Cool. Can I just dive across the table and tackle the guy that's harassing Daly?
Go for it.
Yeah. Does that be a brawl as well, will it?
That'll be a brawl as well.
That one. 8. Extreme success.
Oh, so yeah, as you do that, you just with that full back tackle, you just take him straight to the ground, and with that, you see that the syringe spins through the air before it lands, needled side down, doosh, in the wood next to your head.
Awesome.
Do that. I'm going to say, Balin, you're next.
Go on, I'll attempt to do the same. I will grab the needle out the table, and whilst he's pinned, I will try and do that to the this guy that's being pinned by Theo.
Go for it. So roll me a brawl check. You have a bonus on this because he is on the ground and dazed by being coffee in the face and knocked to the ground.
Be one thing. There you go. Hard success.
Hard success. You do that, and as you do that, you just bring this needle down, and just with that, you push the plunger down, and with that, he sort of flinches for a moment before he just goes limp, and he is unconscious.
Cool. All our eyes now on the other guy.
I can't move my character.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
that's because you're not controlled by anyone.
Ah.
So let me do that for you, Theo. There you go. You shouldn't be able to control yourself now.
Lovely. Thank you.
This guy is doing this. He is now seeing that the other guy has gone unconscious, so he's going to try and get you, Jack, and then he's going to try and flee out the door if he can. So, brawl check for him. It's going to be a hard success. So you can either roll a dodge or a...
sorry, was this to me?
Against you, yeah, against you, Jack.
Apologies, yeah, sorry, I was just having to multitask for a second. Okay, I need to brawl back then, I'm assuming, yeah?
Yes.
Or you can dodge.
Or you can dodge.
I'm going to be honest, my dodge isn't much better than my brawl, so I'd rather be aggressive. The best way of preventing damage is by causing damage yourself. Yes, he's going to take the cap off this time and try and mace him. Oh, that's awful. And there's no. Can I? You know what? I think this is. I need to not get stabbed by this. Can I spend dot things on in combat?
Yes, although I think with a hard success, you need to meet the hard success.
When you are doing a fight, if you're brawling, you actually have to have one level better than the opponent. So you need to have an extreme success to actually defeat him, to actually beat him.
What would the cost of that be?
Extreme success will mean you need to get down to 9. Sorry, what's your brawl skill?
My brawl is saying 25 here, apparently.
So you need to get down to 5.
Oh, wow. That's 45 points. That's almost all of my, not all of my luck, but quite a significant chunk. But he's coming out with this needle, right?
He is, and
Yeah, considering I've seen the other guy just drop down on the floor, probably dead as well, I am going to spend my luck points on macing this guy right between the eyes.
Okay.
So I will spend those points.
You do that, and just in a stroke of luck, you bringing your elbow up to pull the cap off just knocks his arm in just the right way that the plunger just gets pulled in midair, and it just sprays you with foul-smelling liquid, but does no further effects as you get this bear spray and you just blast him in the face with it. As he just reaches up to his eyes and starts screaming with that. Okay, that is his go. Back up to the top of the order. Archie.
Oh, I'm at the bottom of the order because I've got dexterity 35.
Yes, I realised I said that, and then I realised that you were the bottom of the order. So it's you and then the top of the order.
Okay, so basically he just tries to put the electric circuit back together again.
Okay, I will say, because you've already sort of succeeded on that, it will take your turn, but you can definitely do that. And then next turn, it will be ready to go.
Yep. Yeah.
There we go, it's in the background. Perfect.
You can actually see a maniacal glint in his eyes as well.
Okay, up next is you, you, Theo. No, it's not you, Theo. Who started last turn?
I think Daly did.
Yeah, I
With
think
the
I
hot
think
coffee. I could be wrong.
Theo Ballon, I think that was.
Yeah, it's a Daily, Theo, Ballon, Jack, Archie.
Okay, if I'm up, I should know this, but what is my movement?
It should say on your sheet what your movement is.
Most people, it's going to be about 8 squares.
Okay. She just says, standard. Nothing special.
Yeah.
Well, these things, she's scared of these things, and she doesn't want any more coming in, so if it's okay, she will... Is she still grappled?
No, because he is unconscious on the floor.
Yeah, that's right, yeah, sure. I currently don't have control over her, but I would move her to the door and attempt to sort of lock it so that no more horrible... whatever these, no more men turn up with syringes.
Yeah, absolutely, you can do that, and as you do that, you can push the door shut and slam down the barrier.
Yep. As I say, I can't actually move her. Thank you very much. And she does that, and she kind of like pushes her back up against it, and she's panting and just looking terrified.
Okay, perfect. Theo.
Yeah, so the other guy that's been maced, he's still writhing around, I assume. Can I go and restrain him?
Yes, so if you go make a fight brawl check.
Yeah. Extreme success.
Extreme success. So with that, you managed to get up straight behind him, and you managed to get him in a head choke lock. So cool. He's going to try and break out of that. I don't think he's going to succeed. Oh, hard success. So he manages to just get his hand just between your elbow and his throat, and he's still held in place, but you haven't quite managed to get the full lock on him. And he's just holding your elbow from stopping him from choking him out.
Cool. Can I just call out to the others to get a rope or something to tie him up?
Go for it. You are up next, Balin.
Is there anything with like a bit of mass around, best way to do it, like a rolling pin style something?
There's a few things you can see. That there is a cast iron pan next to the broken stove. You can see that the broken stove lid is still on the ground. You can see that you've taken a couple of the slats out of the bed, which is lying relatively nearby.
Yeah, I'll take on the slat, and I'm going to go over, and I'm going to hit the guy around the head with the slat. Try and
Ooh.
knock him out, effectively.
Go for it. I'm assuming that would still be fighting brawl. I will say, because you're using a tool, that's with a bonus as well.
I'm assuming
You'd use that. It'll classify as club for damage. So it would be a brawl. It would be a brawl fighting roll plus
Club damage.
plus club damage, which I think is 1d4 plus your
That's right.
damage bonus.
That's all right. Well, you both failed anyway. So,
What do I need to do to make that a pass?
so you would need to spend 11 luck points.
11 luck points will be spent.
Perfect. You do that.
I want him out.
And with the club damage, he doesn't have that many hit points because he's just a regular guy. You just clonk him over the top of the head, and with that, he just goes down like a pile of bricks.
Yeah. You need to tie them up when they're out cold.
All right, fair enough. So what the hell was that?
We searched them
You can indeed.
carefully so we don't get poked by the other needles.
So as you sort of put them down, you look through their passes. The first thing you notice is it was difficult to tell at the time, but the badges they're wearing, they don't match any of the ones you've seen. And as you look at the poncho, it looks like a facsimile, but it's not the same. It looks like someone who's trying to intimidate the Ironbark Ranger badge.
Fake.
The other thing you notice is as you pull up their sort of the sleeves on their arms, you can see that there is scarification up both of their arms, and you see that they both have these matching symbols carved into their skin in a bell shape.
What is it with bells in this area? Archie, get the radio going. We need some more help, I think, but actual help.
I don't think it was probably the people we talked to. I don't know who they are, but they look like Baddens to me. But yes, I will put the radio back together again. And he looks slightly disappointed as he sees arc of ozone and electricity come from the Tesla coil he has created.
Can you just make me another electrical repair? Because it's a lot easier to take something apart than it is to put it back together again.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem.
No issue at all. You managed to do that, and with a click, you can hear the static of the radio start to click back on again.
Hello. This is Echo Lodge. Echo Lodge. Anybody out there? Okay, so can he try and extend the range of the antenna?
Yes, you can absolutely do that with a hard success.
So he basically is going to see if there's any sort of wiring or conducting stuff and try and make the antenna bigger. And says, Daly, would you stand on the table and just hold this in a funny... yes, like that. Yes, like that. Okay, don't move. Don't move. Hello. He talks into the thing again. Hello.
Could you roll me a luck roll, Archibald?
No, his luck's terrible. Oh! Extreme success.
Hello.
Hello. This is Echo Lodge. Hello. Mayday. I've always wanted to say that. Mayday. We have a dead man here, and we have two injured Baddens. A bit like Klingons, really. Help. We need some help, please.
Echo Lodge. Over. Echo Lodge, did you say?
Yes, Echo Lodge.
Oh, you're there already. Mayday, the emergency situation. What's going on?
There is a dead man here, and there were some people who are a bit weird who tried to stick us with needles and syringes and stuff. And there was a bear that attacked the lodge, and my Archimedes has fallen asleep, and it's all a bit weird. And I want to go home and help. There's a dead man here.
My goodness. Right, we will be sending people straight away. Barricade the doors, stay there, do not leave. We will be sending a group of people plus the county police as soon as possible.
That's what you said last time, but we just had some bad uns turned up who got nasty, actually tried to stick horrible things into us. And there's a big bear outside who tried to break into the lodge.
Stay where you are.
And do you know the Wi-Fi password?
So glad I'm muted. I'm choking right now.
Let's say, with that, through a very lucky roll, you managed to actually get to Ranger headquarters. So luckily for you, you actually managed to speak to Deputy Halloran, who could help you. With that, an hour passes and you can hear the sound of an engine outside, as you can hear the sounds of multiple steps making their way down the gravel outside of the path. As you can see, you can hear there is a frantic slamming and knocking on the door, going, "Hello, Archibald and group, are you inside?"
Hello, yes, we're here. Are you a baddie?
No.
Are you going to stick needles in us?
I'm going to go over to the door and unlock it and open it. That was a proper knock this time.
You open inside and you can see outside there is a group of about 5 to 6 people. You can see 3 of them are dressed in the ranger outfits with the large park ranger outfits. You can see that there are 2 county police here as well, armed with a pair of magnums on their hips as they go inside.
Do they have the wee blue siren lights on?
They don't. It's sort of an off-roader they've taken up here.
It's a trap. No, I'm joking. Sorry.
And they all pull out their magnums and go, "You know too much," and they shoot you. No.
I mean, that is usually how Cthulhu goes, isn't it?
I was saying, with that, you are escorted back out of the Ironbark National Park, and you were taken.
Can I just say that whilst they were waiting, Archie decided to get one of the sheep, ripped it, and turned it into a bandana. And he's got this poke on his hand now. He's dismantled the radio. He's got this poke on his hand, which is just arcing electricity everywhere.
Such a man.
Yeah,
so don't get too close.
Jack's having that little stub of cigarette. He's definitely earned it.
So, and with that, once you are in Ranger headquarters, you are debriefed. The police take testimonies. The 2 men you were with are put in handcuffs and carried away. And your adventure in Ironbark Lookout for now is over. But it wasn't just the men, these strange people intimidating. That word I can't say. Imitating. Thank you. Imitating. They alone couldn't have tried to knock the cabin down. And who was imitating voices? There was still a mystery to be solved. And should you be brave enough, a chance to uncover what's really going on here. But for now, you are warm and safe.
And has Archimedes woken up?
And is there Wi-Fi?
There is Wi-Fi. Hey, well done, guys.
Hey, we live.
Good work.
Makes a difference, doesn't it?
Good.
We actually all survived.
Good rolls. You did very well.
Really? I saw a lot of failures when we were rolling.
But there was. It doesn't matter if there's lots of failures. It's where it is. I can tell you where I was planning on going with it, but you adjust the story depending on how it goes. So you start at the diner, then you go to the cavern. Then, if you were so inclined, you could have gone to the tower. And there was something else, but I'm going to keep that secret because
yes,
if you ever decide to come back to Ironbark, I've got plenty of other stories I can tell here.
Ooh.
Definitely.
I
job.
watched lots of cryptid stuff, and I'm now very into it.
What stuff?
Cryptid. Folk horror stories.
Right.
You know, the things which live deep in the woods, which the Native Americans had stories about, but everyone
the
was talking
Wendigo.
about. Yeah. So, you know, something which can intimidate voices and people.
What about El Chupanibre? Is that in there somewhere?
Wasn't he the one that Sylvester the Cat tried to chase?
I don't know what that reference is. I just know from Futurama.
But well done, guys. Hopefully that was a nice mixture of fun and spooky.
Yeah, I enjoyed
I
that.
think so, yeah.
I don't think we took it spookily
good.
enough.
That's part of the fun, though. The only problem I had on my end is a bit of difficulty technically, but it's how
It's
it.
not
I couldn't
difficult
tell.
dealing with Archibald being absolutely batshit insane.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. I love it. But at the same time, I'm like, oh my god, if I was actually in a room with that person, that situation, I think I would have killed him rather than the two people.
Well, he is based on Sheldon.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. He's supposed to be totally infuriating and completely oblivious to everything around him.
Bazinga.
The thing is, you love those characters.
I do,
You
I
love playing
absolutely-
those characters.
They're completely and utterly hopeless, but I love it.
It's one of the few times you get to get your own back on Lewin.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, absolutely. I
Completely and
deserve
utterly
it.
useless. Hard and extreme successes all night.
I am going to say, by the way, that if you ever want to take a break, Mike, and you want someone else to run something, let us know, because I'm more than happy to run Call of Cthulhu or another RPG game for a couple of sessions or so.
Yeah. Well, we're almost at the end of our D&D campaign.
Oh no, well, I'd say level 20.
Level 20. So that will be exciting.
I'm kind of terrified at the concept of Dak being immortal. That's kind of scary, but what's even more scary is that Lord Darcy can attack 4 times.
Gosh, yeah.
And never mind, action surging twice is more scary.
Yeah.
And JC gets to treat the minimum roll as not as a 10 but a 20.
My God will no longer forsake me.
Yes.
And Lewin got stuff too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course
Yeah.
he did.
Not quite as much.
Well, this guy Lewin is multi-classed, so he loses out on stuff. But I still got some
What would
fun
you
stuff.
got as a level 20 wizard? What actually would you have had?
Signature spell. You get to pick a list of spells. They're always prepared, and you get to cast them for free no matter what.
Level 3 spell.
Wow.
Yeah. So I can cast fire.
Okay.
I could have cast Fireball at will whenever I wanted.
Or haste?
Every
Fireball. Just keep shooting it.
I'm not. When you have Meteor, suddenly Fireball doesn't feel quite as potent anymore.
Mm.
But free fireball, that's pretty potent.
Yeah, free fireball's pretty awesome.
It's
Something-
better because it's free.
Lewin's got some surprises up his sleeve still.
Excellent. Anyway, back to his Call of Cthulhu adventure. That was very well done.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
very
Yeah.
good.
I
Yes.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thank you. It deviated a bit from the plan, but when does it not do that?
It
Well,
always does, doesn't it, really? That's why actually writing a scenario is actually quite difficult because nobody ever follows the script.
I always operate when I play any RPG game that I have a rough session outline, but then I go straight into ad libs.
Yeah, you got to do that.
But,
Absolutely.
No, good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. It was good. It was good fun preparing that, and hopefully I got a bit of the creep across.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the creepy shub yuggeth outside.
Do you know what I love? All of you will go to bed tonight, like have nightmares, and I'll just be sat in bed going, what a lovely evening.
Well,
Sleeping soundly.
Archie actually never. He thought this was all a little bit made up. He thought it was for the shows or
Oh
something.
no, I mean you guys as actual as the players, not the characters.
Oh, right.
I remember last time we did this, we all got a bit spooked before night, and I, just tucked myself into bed, snug as a bug in a rug, like, oh, that was a lovely evening of murder.
I've got another story I've got in mind with this. Different characters it would have to be, because I can't imagine any of you would want to come back.
I'll just stop.
No.
I'll stop recording now. Shall I? Here we go.